Dan Fleischer here with HireBus. Today I'm going to talk to you about how to read the benchmarks report. I love the benchmarks report because it takes all the complexity and nuance that is HireBus and simplifies it into an easy score. And then from there, you can take a lot of discrete actions. So let's jump in. All right, so I have an example pulled up here of a candidate, and I was actually talking to the business owner today about this person. And what you can see is the different benchmarks and the associated right seat scores. And so this person is applying for a labor role, a technician, and this general labor role is for someone who is not going to be the lead of a crew, but will be a worker in a crew. And so at this business owner's business, it's called a technician, but this is a general labor role. And so for each benchmark, you'll see what we call the river, and that's this gray area here. This top line is the high bound, this bottom line is the low bound, and the blue line is how the person scored on the different behavioral scales. And so you can see here, they're a pretty good fit across the key behavioral scales for the role. There's two areas where they scored outside the benchmark. Proactivity, they scored a little bit below the bottom benchmark, and then military leadership, they scored a little bit low. And so what you can do here is you can scroll down, you can see all the specific numbers, and then you can get details on the specific behavioral scale. So you can see a coaching video that describes what is low productivity. You can get coaching questions so that you can either ask these in an interview or ask these to an employee to poke apart and understand, what does this low productivity score really mean? Is this just something I can coach? Is this something that is going to be more difficult to overcome, et cetera? And then finally, recommendations. And you can give them these reflection areas so that they can develop and change the way they behave. Behaviors are not fixed, they are changeable. And that's what's so powerful about HireBus and the behavioral scales. So again, the benchmark is this gray river. The blue is the candidate or employee, and you can see how they score. And from there, you can press and understand what it would take to develop them. What I think is so valuable about HireBus, specifically the behavioral scales, is that behaviors are not fixed. Personality is fixed. Behaviors are changeable. And so when you see something here, you can do a lot about it. You can ask questions to see if they will behave that way at work. You can coach the person so that they can understand the circumstances in which they behave a certain way. And that's what's so powerful at the benchmarks. It gives you the exact area to focus on so that they can be the best employee in your business. Hopefully this is helpful. Excited to share more and more tips on HireBus with everyone here. Thanks.